Yes guys, and welcome back to the channel. So, as we've heard over the last 24 hours from Woj and Shams, everyone's been saying it, and it's confirmed by the Lakers themselves, that they've signed Kyle Kuzma, they've re-signed Kyle Kuzma on a 3-year, $40 million deal with a player option going into the last season of those 3 years. Now, this is something I did not expect at all. I thought Kuzma would either get traded during this regular season, or he would leave in restricted free agency. I did not expect Lakers to give him a contract, but the more I look at it, I've seen why they give him the contract. I think it's been a good move. First of all, it's how I call Kuzma. His roles change every year at the Lakers. Year 1 just a rookie, not too much expected of him. Year 2, he had a brilliant year, brought scoring with LeBron and the boys, and then year 3 with AD and LeBron, he found it hard, at times to fit in with the group. But in the bubble last year, he did well in the bubble last year. He showed signs of improving his defense. He showed he can play in the wing positions, which after losing Danny Green, the Lakers can't get enough of wing players at the moment. And I think Kyle Kuzma, he was only on $3.5 million up until now. And I think this $40 million contract is a step up for him, a step in the right direction. I think he'll be 28 when he's a free agent again. He'll be in his prime then. Hopefully for him, he'll learn some more stuff, improve his 3-point shooting, his defense, and he'll get an even bigger contract then. But for the Lakers, I think this is a good move for them. First reason why this is a good move is because, Kyle Kuzma, if they let him go for nothing, a player like Kyle Kuzma, you can't really afford to let go for nothing. Especially the fact that the Lakers have got no cap room left now. After spending all on LeBron and AD, they got no room left, and to replace a player like Kyle Kuzma is up there for like $40 million. And the Lakers don't have that. They got no cap space. So, to try and replace Kyle Kuzma next offseason, they can't. Simply they can't. Because they got no cap space. They can't bring anyone in, so they have to bring Kyle Kuzma back. I don't blame them for bringing Kyle Kuzma back. They clearly rate Kyle Kuzma. He was the one player that didn't get traded in the AD move. So they clearly rate him. He clearly brings a lot to the locker room. That's another reason why this is a good trade. This is another reason why this was a good move for the Lakers. Because the Lakers, they lost people like Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo. They gotta try and keep this core together, this championship winning core. You gotta keep some of that locker room camaraderie, as they call it, or the chemistry. They brought back Dudley and Quinn Cook to do that. But you gotta keep this core together. Kyle Kuzma is 25. He's young. He's improving at different parts of his game. Last year, as I said, he showed signs of his defense and 3-point shooting is improving. This year looks like he's gonna be used as a backup small forward for the Lakers. They got plenty of forwards with Markieff Morris. Probably backup power forward AD, and you got Marc Gasol and Montrez as the centers. So plenty of forward depth, front court depth. So Kyle Kuzma probably played as a small forward this season. Back up to LeBron. He'll bring scoring. This year I think he's gonna have a good year this year. Because Montrezl Harrell will most definitely probably be come off the bench with Kyle Kuzma, which will take the pressure off Kuzma. Last year Kuzma played with Rondo and Dwight and those boys. And people like Dwight, he clogged the paint, which Montrez, he can't shoot threes, but he won't clog the paint as much as Dwight did. But Kuzma, pressure will be off him this time as the sub. Everyone's eyes will be on Montrez, 6th man of the year. So Kuzma had a chance to show what he can do. Obviously, we know he's a good scorer. That's his main attribute. He's got height, length, athletic, defense. He can play a bit of defense now, and he can shoot threes. But he's improving his threes anyway. But that's one reason why I think this is a good move for the Lakers. Reason number 2 why this is a good move is because Lakers have signed him for a 3-year deal, so they can easily trade him now to any team they want over the next 3 years. If things don't work out. The main problem with trading Kyle Kuzma was he was only on $3.5 million last year, as I said, and trying to get his contracts to match up. Remember Derrick Rose rumors last year? He was on $7 million a year. Trying to get that to match up, it wasn't easy. So now that Kuzma's on a $40 million deal, matching up with most role players in the NBA, it's a good move to want to trade him for an end of the line. Not even this year. Let's say next year. Let's say he underperforms this year. Next year, the Lakers need something different. They can easily just trade Kyle Kuzma and give the team that $40 million contract. So that's another reason why I think this is a good move. And I think Kyle Kuzma could turn into something. I still think Kyle Kuzma could turn into something good. Obviously, he slowed down his development last year, but he's still only 25. Plenty to learn. Playing with LeBron and AD is only going to help him improve. And I expect this season to be Not a breakout season for Kyle Kuzma, but you know, just a big step in the right direction for Kuzma. You know, I think he's gonna improve his 3-point shooting. As I said, the pressure won't be on him as much this year. When coming off the bench, there's other great players off the bench. Even Dennis Schroeder, he might come off the bench sometimes. You got Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, and Kyle Kuzma. You know, you can't guard all of them. So I'm expecting a good year for Kyle Kuzma this year. This, as I said, it's a good deal for Kyle Kuzma as well. He's getting the bag, 40 million. And the Lakers, as I said, had to do it. They got no cap space. They can't replace him next offseason. They got no room. And losing a role player like Kyle Kuzma, you're not going to be able to replace him properly with a better minimum contract or something. So Kyle Kuzma, all around, I think the Lakers, this is a great move for the Lakers. I'm not convinced by Kyle Kuzma yet. I think he'll have a good season next year, but I'm not convinced. But I think this is a great move because they end up look at Bogdanovich with the Kings. They end up letting him go into restricted free agency and they lost him for nothing. The Hawks offered him a $72 million contract and the Kings couldn't match that. The Lakers can't match a big offer if they let him go into restricted free agency. So what the Lakers did was right. Worst case scenario, you know, he stays as he is now as a pretty decent role player, and they get a bit of production out of him, averaging over 12 points a game last year. That's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, just keep it proven year on year, and yeah, we get the best out of him these next 3 years, and then it'll be 28 in his prime, and we can go from there then to see if I give him another contract. But anyway, what do you guys think about this trade? About this re-signing of Kyle Kuzma? Do you agree with it? Do you think the Lakers should have let him walk? Do you think they should have traded him? But me personally, I think this is the right move for the Los Angeles Lakers, and the right move for Kyle Kuzma as well. He's getting paid for this as well. He's getting a big upgrade in that $3.5 million he made these last 3 years. So anyway guys, that's the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on notifications. We're nearly there. We uploaded every day this December. We've only got 3 days left after its upload, and yeah, let's get there. Let's get it done. So make sure to subscribe, notifications on, like the video, and all that said guys, I'm out of here.